Welcome to episode 4 of the rebirth of Lucha Underground. This is the fate of the four. We open the show with a brilliant mariachi band, Vote Pedro, introducing the episode and playing over a loud crowd. Last week, we ended the show with Dario Cueto leading Mil Muertes into a cave beneath the temple, telling him they had a friend under there that they could use. It would be a weapon in the war against the Undertaker. As they walked through the cave, they came across a large cage, and inside were two of Dario's family members. His brother, the monster Matanza Cueto, was chained to the door, while their father Antonio knelt down, weak from seemingly years of being underground. Dario instructed Mil to remove the door from the cage, which he struggled to do, but managed to. Mil untied Matanza's chains, but held them so as to stop Matanza destroying them all. Dario loved it and told his brother they need to get him strong again. Matanza staggered out as their father pleaded for the group not to leave him. They ignored the old man, who revealed his ankle was chained to the side of the cage. His fate was seemingly sealed. Sadly, La Parka and Lola Vice didn't click as partners. They're both fan favourites who seem to get good reactions, but their chemistry just wasn't right. Meanwhile, the Creed brothers have been tag team partners for life, and they can both out-wrestle just about anybody. They won it with stereo spinebusters following a clash of spines for La Parka and Lola, and they moved on in the tag team title tournament. Next, we cut to El Jefe's office, where Chelsea Green was sat nursing a bruised face following OG Americano's brutalising her in the main event last week. She reiterated that she does not want to be here, but El Jefe said that she just needs to trust him, because next week she has her first round tag team title tournament match, and she's going to love her mystery partner. She got grumpy again and turned away, revealing more facial injuries. Chelsea was mad that her opponents were Berto and Angel. She's used to wrestling women, but El Jefe just laughed. This is Lucha Underground. We saw the Nigerian Prince again in another pre-tape video walking into the temple. He walked slowly around the ring again and up the steel steps before climbing through the ropes. Very comfortable to be there. Then he turned around and faced the camera. But his mask still covered his face. It's starting to become more obvious who this is though. This time, as he spoke into the microphone, he said that next week he's going to cruise into the temple while the fans are there and make his official Lucha Underground debut. An excellent match here, clearly the young Frenchman Elio Lafleur's best outing since his Lucha Underground debut. Vikingo lost his debut last week, so he was out here to prove that he can be one of the top 4 names in the company. I don't know why I said 4. And he ended up putting Lafleur away with ease. Aside from a late flurry, Lafleur wasn't really in it, and he was put down by the Argentine GTS. El Grande and Americano and OG Americano had their scheduled face-to-face next, but as expected, carnage broke out between Los Americanos and the Creed brothers. While things went wild around them though, the OG Americano and the new El Grande Americano never took their eyes off each other. After months of build, we're finally going to see them fight one-on-one. Next week, one man will be victorious, the other is going to lose their mask. Backstage, newcomer Panther Ali was stood with new backstage interviewer Kathy Kelly. She seemed absolutely delighted to be on Lucha Underground and said she'd heard a lot about the place before asking Ali about his experiences so far. The fan favourite couldn't finish his thought though because Dr. Wagner approached them. Ali immediately got his guard up, which surprised Kathy, but Wagner acted strangely. He said that there's only one thing worse than people who pretend to be superheroes, and that is people who pretend to be wrestlers, like Ali. And then he stomped past the fan favourite and stuck a shoulder into his, mumbling, "Get a life, kid," as he did it. One of the best matches since Lucha Underground returned, and it was no surprise considering the talent on display. Phoenix and Dragon Lee are two performers who could climb the ranks quickly here, and they were up against two cousins who clicked better than any other team on the roster. It was close throughout, but Dragon won it in the end, hitting a 450 splash onto Angel and booking he and his friend a place in the semi-finals of the tag team title tournament. After the match, as Berto and Angel regrouped, a man in a mask appeared on the stage behind them. They sat reflecting on their first round tournament match loss when the masked man removed his mask. It was Santos Escobar, and he came to ringside. Keeping the mask a secret from his friends, he was furious though and shouted at them to get the ball back and watch him qualify for a shot at the Lucha Underground Championship. 3 former Lucha Underground fighters who returned to the temple earlier this month, and a dirty son who couldn't care less about any of that, did battle in a fatal 4-way in which one of them would earn the right to fight Samoa Joe for the Lucha Underground title. Championships are something that Dom does care about though, and he was excellent out there against 3 great flyers. In the end though, only one man was going to score the win, and it was the in-form Penta. He showed no fear and had the crowd behind him and behind everything he did, eventually using his brutal arm breaker on Santos Escobar before pinning him. After the match, Samoa Joe stomped to the ring and climbed in with the victorious Penta. The crowd were going crazy for their confrontation, and then Joe dropped Penta with a right jab to the jaw. Joe celebrated like he'd beaten the masked fan favourite, but Penta was soon up and fighting back. Before long, Penta dropped Joe, and he was on the big Samoan destroyer instantly. However, as he went through his patented arm breaker, Joe was able to wriggle free and slide out under the bottom rope. Joe took great pleasure in showing Penta that his arm was indeed fine as he backed up the ramp. The crowd booed the big Samoan, but he didn't care. He looked relieved, but also calculated. So let me know in the comments, who wins when Penta and Joe go one-on-one to become the next Lucha Underground champion? And join me next time where we'll see episode number 5, The Truth Behind the Mask, as El Grande Americano and the OG Americano go one-on-one in a mask versus mask match. Thanks for watching. Now make sure to like, comment and subscribe for free so you don't miss an episode. It would be great to hear from you.